Good morning on day 39. So my dad is back with my boat and also one of his recent specialties, homemade cinnamon rolls. Alright, so I am just about loaded and ready to go. Got everything I need stored in either my back hatch or my front hatch up there. Important things like snacks are nearby. This is like a 16 or 17 foot kayak. This is just what I already had, and I didn't buy a lot of special equipment specifically for this trip. So yeah, this thing does pretty well on Great Lakes where I've been using it, and I'm excited to see how it will do on the river. Bye, Dad. All right, river trip officially underway. Just said goodbye to my dad. You can probably see him back there. Yep, there's boat launch. I'm excited. It's already actually pretty shallow right through some of this. So the plan for today is to travel about 16 miles on the river. Much like when I started biking, I really don't have a good concept at all of how many miles I can cover in a day. I've done some kayaking before, but not a ton, and not on this river, and there's lots of factors. So yeah, that I'm thinking hopefully should feel like a short day, and then see how that goes and pick it up tomorrow. Footprint. There's a heron up ahead on the left bank. It's one of my favorite water birds. Likely it's gonna fly away before I can get close enough to, oh, you can see it on the water. There it goes. Seen so many little birds today. There's a bright red cardinal just hopped behind the bush. Most of the time I can't catch them though, they're too quick. I know I've been showing you the pretty stuff, but I'd be lying if I said trash wasn't part of the river as well. So the bird you can't see in this tree is a woodpecker. I think you might actually be able to hear it. It was making some noise. But now it's not, because now it's shy. But yeah, cool little woodpecker, like the red-headed kind that I can't remember the name of right now. Oh man, kayaking has its perks, but much like biking, you sit too long, your butt really starts to hurt. And it is not as easy to just go pee. Those are my first observations. Now, what is that doing here? So I have a specifically intended campsite tonight, and I'm not 100% sure where it is, so in an effort to not miss it, I took out here to investigate, and you can see how muddy this is. I'm trying to get some of it off my feet and shoes before I carry on a little further. Well, I have just had a new first for me. Pretty sure I found this campsite, so I'm pretty sure that if I could get up those steps there, and I can see a few more structures on this bank over here, like, or I could see them from the water, and so I thought, great, it'll probably be a little muddy, but I'll pull this in, and then I'll walk up there and check things out. Attempting to get from this boat to those steps was like nothing that's ever happened to me before. You can see my hand, and then my feet. So this is the deepest, stickiest mud I've ever been in. Not right here, because it looks like I'm not actually sinking that far right here, but over there I was up to my knees, and it was very sticky. You can't see my camouflaged shoes, which are over here, which I nearly lost. I'm surprised I was able to recover those, but I gave up trying to wear them, and just, yeah, there was a moment where I was like, am I going to get out of here? Am I going to be stuck in the mud? Is this the rescue situation? So I don't know exactly what's next for me. I got to obviously figure something else out, but like, the banks are steep and very slippery because they're muddy, and so I was just going to kind of splash through, but it's so thick and sticky mud that you just sink. And then, yeah, like I said, there was at least a moment of like, this could keep me. This is quicksand. I finally found the quicksand from all the the childhood stories. Well, this is the place that I was trying to get to. It's a campsite owned by the community college. But I just barely managed to get myself up here, still a muddy, barefoot mess. So I'm not sure yet about how I'm supposed to get my stuff up here. I'm going to check the riverbank for maybe a better access location, but I don't know. Well, I made it to the platform, from the other end. You can see some of my tracks here from my first attempt. That's about how far I got before I aborted. And it was tough, but I did my best to scramble up that bank that way. I was digging in mud toe holds. I've never done that before. The poor shoes. All right. I'm not saying this was an easy spot, but neither me nor my boat are stuck in a mud puddle. Success. And everywhere I go on land, this little creature has been here before. Well, that was an adventure. I did my best to kind of clean myself off in the river, but I'm still pretty filthy. Believe it or not, I don't really like being dirty. As much as I truly do like the outside, I don't like being dirty. So, but it is what it is. And it was kind of a fun new adventure, almost getting stuck in the mud. But I'm glad that is not how that story ended. So yeah, I'm glad today was a short day, because this process took a long time of getting up here. But so yeah, gonna set up and eat some dinner and make it cozy for the night. Good morning on day 40. This is a unique start to a morning, as it's before sunrise and I am on the river. I really would like to make a large number of miles today, but as daylight decreases, I don't have as many hours in the day to do it, so I thought I'd get a very early start. I have some moonlight and stars to go by, as well as a headlamp. So yeah, this is actually maybe a first for me, an early morning before sunrise paddle. There's about 3 or 4 owls They're doing a call and response. They're on either side of the river. It's a bit overcast this morning, so I actually don't think I'm going to get much in the way of sunrise colors. But I enjoyed my like moonlight paddle, truthfully. Actually saw lots of wildlife. Saw several pairs of eyes staring at me from the shorelines. I saw, hold on, I gotta steer around this log. I had a heron fly like right over my head. That was pretty neat. Saw several birds kind of like silhouetted against, you know, the darkness. I don't know, it was neat. Some bats flew around my head. What else? I feel like there was one more. Ooh, saw it was probably a snake in the water. Like just something, you know, rippling across. I couldn't see. Obviously these are all like things are active, but I can't see them well. Of course I'd be curious to know what the little sets of eyes were. I'm guessing like muskrat, beaver, maybe a fox, raccoon. That was kind of the size I would guess just by the little rings of light you can see. So yeah, it's actually been a pretty cool morning so far. It's a pig. It's a pig. It's a boar. It's a big boar. Oh, that was a wildlife sighting first. I don't know whether that was a wild pig or a wild boar. I don't know. I've never seen one. And I actually saw the big one and a small one, but so frustratingly, like my camera just like wouldn't focus. And so anyway, that was pretty cool. And now that, you know, I've heard some pretty big like splashes and things this morning, and now I'm wondering like, were they pigs? Could have been pigs. Another pig. That one looks recent and doesn't give me a lot of room to work with. This is maybe an eagle or a hawk? There's a little weasel in this hole watching. I think it's a weasel. Could have been one of those eyes staring at me this morning. Move like a weasel. There it goes. Could have been, I guess that could be a muskrat. Hard to say. A little brown, quick creature. You can just see the bald eagle flying away. There it goes. Quick break here so I can regain feeling in my tailbone. So many almost wildlife captures. There's a cool bald eagle that's kind of flying down the river in front of me. I will see it many times. You may never see it. The river has changed a little bit. It's been very narrow and windy. I mean, relatively narrow and windy, and it's gotten wider and straighter as I kind of get closer to Goldsboro. See the river getting diverted there. I imagine it has something to do with that power plant, but truthfully don't know. Another break for all my aching parts, which is mostly my butt and also my hands. My hands are pretty stiff. There are animals swimming across the river. They're gonna end up getting on the shore. What is that? Deer. They're deer. Oh my goodness. Look at them go. I don't know if you can see them or not, because I know the sun's kind of bright, but they're kind of galloping along that crazy steep bank straight up. Oh my word. Oh my gosh, animals are incredible. I did not know deer could do. Oh no, that one didn't quite make it. Oh, it's okay though. It's still running. Is it gonna try again? Wow. Nope, doesn't like it. Here we go. It's gonna go up a different way. We're just looking for a different way. Wow. I don't know if it made it or not. Man, that was crazy. Oh, it's still struggling to find its way up. Poor thing. Its friend made it. Friend, mom, family member. Oh, this poor thing. There we go. Congratulations, that was tough. Wow, that was cool. Turtle. Well, the most direct route would probably be straight that way. But there is a dam up there, and instead of a portage, I'm doing kind of a windy looking detour on river left here. I don't know if you can see this bird that I've been following around all day today. I wonder if he'll come with me. So many vultures, and then something else flying around up there too. I wonder what is here. These things to me look so much like what I imagine pterodactyls look like. Well, to kind of my own surprise, I succeeded in my long day today. I just did 36 miles to get to Old Waynesboro Park, which kind of like the same place I camped last night. If you just contact them and ask for permission, supposedly they will allow you to camp. I've tried multiple times, so we'll see. But yeah, I am happy to say I made it here. I wasn't sure that I could. That's why I got such an early start. And yeah, I'm definitely a little bit sore. And I guess hands, like feet, when you use them all day can like obviously blister and suffer a little bit, which makes sense. But yeah, just happy that I met my goal with daylight. Good morning on day 41. Today is kind of a special day because my partner Nate has reappeared. He's the guy who just popped out of the woods back there. So he is back with the camper van, and he's going to be basically sort of following me for the rest, or for probably the rest of my journey, as I'm going to continue, and he's going to be sort of like support vehicle style, so that'll be nice. I'm not used to having to traveling that way. So yeah, definitely excited to have him. We're going to start with a bushwhack down to my kayak. It is a very thorny, dangerous scramble, but he has said he wants to experience it, so here we go. I told him it was all thorns. Ooh, look at that service. Whoop. Sorry, you don't have to do all the work. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, see you soon. All right. Oh boy. All right. Bye. What? So it's a little colder this morning than it has been. I think it's actually colder now than when I woke up. It was really warm last night. Cold weather, or not cold weather, but colder weather is supposed to move in a little bit today. Last night was kind of an interesting night. So I did camp at Old Waynesboro Park, where I called multiple times to like ask permission, you know, let somebody know like, hey, I'm gonna be there. And I never could like get in touch with anybody. And so last night, apparently someone saw my boat on the shore of the park, I guess. And so the cops came to just check things out. They were very nice, friendly with me. They didn't really have a problem with me being there. I think they just wanted, what they said is they were making sure that there wasn't somebody like drowning in the river. Like, you know, there's some sort of issue with a lost boater or anything like that. So yeah, got a little visit from the sheriff's department. But nothing, like I said, they were quite friendly, went on their way, and yeah. And now I'm back here, and Nate arrived kind of early this morning, you know, driving across country in in his van, and so I'm definitely excited to have him with me for maybe the rest of the trip. Well, it just depends on how soon I finish, but this morning will be kind of a short little day. I'm gonna get to a proper access point just a couple miles down the river, and then we're quite close to Goldsboro, so I would like to take a shower, maybe do some laundry, that kind of stuff. So a little bit of paddling, and then also kind of a townsy day today. Keeping my sun protection game on point.